Alright, what's going on everybody? This is BioHunta here, and we are going to be looking at some Halo 4. Yes, some Halo 4. Halo 4! A lot of people have been asking me about this game on my stream. I'm really just saying, what do you think of it? Is it fun to play? Should I pick it up? Is it worth the $60? So on and so forth. And kind of the 3,000 mile overview, looking down on a high level overview here is, I would definitely say yes. Yes, it is fun to play. It's fun to just get into a group of friends and just go matchmaking and just go to town. If you guys have been following me for a while, you kind of know I tend to lean a little bit more of the competitive side, going into MLG playlists and things like that, and that kind of weapon setup and spawn systems and all that kind of thing. But this game is just fun to play from a social aspect, just jumping in and just going. I enjoy it, and so I'd say if you're on the edge about picking up the game, thinking, I don't know, go ahead, pull the trigger, pick it up. You will not be disappointed, unless you don't have Xbox Live. Then you might be, but no, this game is just fun to play. I've enjoyed it. And so I kind of want to talk about it, just to let you know what I think about it and whatnot. So, obviously the meat and potatoes of this game is the multiplayer. I mean, you know that coming in pretty much. It's a shooter, so multiplayer is where it's at. One kind of beef I did have with the game, though, on the non-multiplayer side, is the campaign. It is really short. I mean, it's a Bungie quality game, even though it's made by 343 Studios. So production value is high, voice acting's great, storyline's awesome, but it's just short. I went through the campaign last night with 3 of my friends on Legendary, and Legendary is a little bit easier than it used to be too. So there's that. But the campaign took us probably about maybe 4 hours of game time to get through. I mean, granted, we're all decent players, so we can get through it pretty quick. But even people new to the game could probably roll through it pretty quick. So I think A, the campaign maybe was a little too easy, and B, it was definitely too short. I mean, I know they have 2 more games coming, so they kind of have to make sure that they don't do too much of the story to save some for later, but they could have, I think they could have lengthened it out a little bit there, but, so just know that coming in. If you don't have Xbox Live and you're buying this game for the single player, you might be disappointed by the amount of time you can put into it. And there are Spartan Ops too. Spartan Ops mean kind of like little mini missions that you can do that are somewhat related to the campaign. That I believe the game comes with like 5 or 6 weeks worth, because every week they roll out new Spartan Ops, and then I think after that they're going to make it DLC, so every week the new DLC will be another Spartan Ops, and something like that. I forget exactly what they mentioned, but it's something akin to that. And so happy that they include that. It's kind of a bummer that after so long they start making you pay for it, but it is what it is. So, but yeah, if you were coming at this game from a single player aspect, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to have a bad time. But like I said, multiplayer is where it's at. It is just fun to play. I've tried pretty much every different matchmaking type, and I really just enjoy the default Slayer. Actually, just the Infinity Slayer. Slayer Pro, it tends to get a little bit more monotonous for me, because there's really not. Usually when I go in, it's just with a friend, so we don't know call-outs and things like that. Maybe once there's a little bit more of a kind of a competitive aspect to it, it'll be a little different. But right now, I just like the default Slayer. Just jumping in, just mowing down people, get some ordnances, get some big weapons. The incinerator cannon is fun as hell to play with, and so is the binary rifle. Just kind of zapping people away is fun as hell. But I do have minor grievances with the game, minor things. Number one being the ordnance drop system. So if you get so many kills, so many assists, so many points, basically, you get an ordnance drop where you can choose from 3 different either weapons or abilities, and you point at the ground, you choose it, and it pops up right there, pretty much right there. It gives you kind of an area that it pops up at. But I kind of don't like it where it's just random, basically. So you get your ordnance, and it could be anything. You could have a speed boost, an overshield, and a needler, which none of those things are really fantastic. And so I wish maybe there was a kind of system where you could maybe hold on to your ordnance drop and build up more points towards it, so you can get bigger and better things, or just something to change it up so that A, it's not random, and B, you have kind of a you can get better things more consistently. But obviously, if everyone was doing that, then no one would use the crappier stuff. So it's like it's give and take there. But I don't know. I mean, they could do something, I'm sure. Maybe not. Maybe they kind of went through all those, and that was the best choice they could make. So, but I wish there was kind of a system to do that. So there's that. There's also the random weapon spawns. On one side of things, it does kind of vary up the gameplay when all of a sudden, a rocket spawned in the middle of the map and everyone's vying for them at a random point, whereas, in previous iterations of Halo, they dropped at the same time in the same place, unless you dirtied the timer, which is really cool that you could do that. I don't think it was an intentional move on Bungie's part for the previous iterations of Halo, but it was cool that you could do that if you knew how. But I'm not a huge fan of the random weapon drops because I think it levels the playing field, which is good for new players or players coming into the series. But for seasoned people or seasoned people, I'm getting cooked over a stew here. Something seasoned, tasty. But for seasoned people who have played the previous iterations of Halo or plan on putting a lot of hours into this game, I don't want to say it puts them at a disadvantage, but it kind of hurts them because now that they've had the knowledge of where weapons spawn and when they spawn, so they can kind of be there ready for it. Now it's just like, I don't know what to do. Oh, there they are. Go. So, but it's a move that's probably a good move because more people would be able to have a chance at those weapons now. So, they kind of they're taking power away from the 1% and bringing it down to the 99. Oh, American politics. Oh boy, I won't get into that. But so I can see why they did it, and overall, it's probably a good move, monetary wise, selling games wise, enjoyment factor for a majority of people wise, but just kind of sucks for the people who have been kind of playing for a while. So, oh, be quiet, Bio. Go cry yourself to sleep. So there's that. But like I said, overall, game is just fun to play. If you are on the edge, pick it up. I just been enjoying it. I've been putting as many hours as I possibly can into it, and I haven't found any major reasons not to play. The competitive side of things, not there yet. It's better than it was in Halo Reach. Competitive meaning more like kind of the MLG kind of things, not necessarily just trying hard. But competitive side of things, not where it was in Halo 2 or 3. Better than Reach. Maybe once they tinker around with the settings, there'll be a little something for us. But until then, we'll just have to wait and see. But I thank you guys for watching this video. Kind of hope you enjoyed the impressions and whatnot. And like I said, if you're on the edge, pick it up. It's worth it. And I will see you online. See you guys.